Well, met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wet. As all.
At least I have my life. That's something.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Yes, of course. We were speaking of places elsewhere. Mayhap 'tis beyond your ken, but this world of ours is not the real one. This world is a cycle. 'Tis endless. Yet, such is the lot of those who reside. The real world is not near. Is there a way to travel to... What I will say is you doubt your ears, but
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest. Welcome, sir. Doubly so if... you're here to buy. Hope to see you again.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
We meet again, Arisen.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh,
Oi! What are you doing, standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of. The one who...
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this You did it once afore, eh? Only not...
My apologies for the cheat, yet he speaks truly. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir.
More Saurians.
Where the Saurians? Ice will be most effective against this foe.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
The Saurians are no more, Ice. That's twice you've come to our rescue. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. Truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the mean...
This blasted beastren went and ventured into storm. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke. There can be no doubt he's the one.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we human...
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have... We mustn't let this sour your triumph. I do hope you shall visit us again.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right. Twas a surprise to find someone living out here, and an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
He's something of an enigma, isn't he?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
When I've aught to say.
This place always puts me at ease.
Whate'er could you want with me?
Not game enough to hang about here.
Mind moving along? You're being very distracting.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Interested in my ware? Pleasure doing business.
Oh, there's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
I sense eyes upon us.
Say, have you been to Harp? Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day. Only to be as if that wasn't queer enough. He's apt to talk your ear off. I cannot fathom his obsession. My bed, please.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? No, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
If you see aught untoward, pray inform me.
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by.
Gather round!
Would that the gold would only rain down on my head. I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well, so where's he get his coin?
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall be.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
What?
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen. Let us endeavour to...
Good day to you.
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
Seems like I can make some decent coin.
Best make sure the ox is fed and watered.
Where will the wind blow me down, I wonder?
Always another errand to see to.
Some of us get complacent. I train every
This isn't much to go on.
How can I get more customers to shop here?
Oof. My back isn't what it used to be.
What a bizarre village. The villagers stared at me with a bizarre intent. It was as though they were praising me.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I've things to do.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us having to make the trip again.
No easy answers.
Well, I can't get the soul off my skin. Time to catch myself up.
Let's not be hasty now. The rules at your list.
Just another day, same as the one before it.
About time I taught that dullard.
We don't run into any trouble today.
Wonder what rumors the day
those pommels will point.
I've been on my feet all day.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. I'll gather this. It might be of use.
We've been blessed with fair weather this year. What are you staring at? Not in the business of
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
Onward! Adventure awaits!
You have my support. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. Would you mind coming over here? Here we are. Let my magic grant you an elemental ring.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Master. I'm coming to assist. To the throne, worthy. We'll see our best.
Of course. The answer to scares me personally. Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead. There, Master! Saurians!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
I shan't let them harm you. Nicely done. Think nothing of it. Well said. One of us is retrenched. I grant you lightning smash. Got it pinned. We'll have a hard time to get through the now. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Tis no more on.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. We've a choice of where to go, but how to know the path best travel? Fretting will get us nowhere. Let us pick a path and see where it takes us.
Tis a hobgoblin! You have my protection. Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Caught you! You'll be alright now. Would that such tranquility could last.
I knew it to be so.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Just imagine the coin we gain from selling this.
Whether or not we make a sale is still
What am I supposed to do about it?
a night-bound forest is fearsome indeed.
We cannot let our fear get the better of us. Else, who will protect the Arisen?
This world's gone to the dogs. Tomorrow will be no different.
Here you are, Master.
You don't look like much. You look familiar, Cos. Have we met?
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? One moment. I believe we are bound for... Yes, I know the place. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Well, we know where we're headed. What say we begin the trek?
We have arrived. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Hey, I'm not going to take that from you.
My patience wears thin. Am I truly?
I'll turn you into a big cushion. Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend. I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you'll like to stumble ere long.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. We ought to heal ourselves while we return.
Give no quarter!
Lion. A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Keep your eyes peeled, and beware of dark corners.
Understood.
I'm going to ensure. I'm going to ensure.
Most impressive, Master.
A few more victims like that, and we'll have them running for the hills. Outstanding.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Unbelievable!
was superb, Arisen. Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
The monsters left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry.
My word. Never did I dream we would come upon such a rarity.
Master, do take care not to throw it away by mistake.
It's pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
Best be on your guard. A monster might be stalking us as we speak.
Right you are. Our movement is restricted here. It would be troublesome if we were forced to do battle.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There... There is naught to be gained from lingering. 'Tis a relief to be out under the open sky.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I knew it to be so.
You're going to regret that.
Should have quit while I had the
This
chance.
one's shaking.
Where are the wolves?
This one's shaking.
You look familiar, Cos. Have we met?
Turn out your pockets. I'm taking the lot. Halt, I say!
Come on, put on the fire.
You'll not get past me!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. The magics you bestowed have faded.
Oi!
Who's there? Turn out your pockets. I'm taking the lot.
Naught like a curative to fill one with vim.
Hand over your coin, and I'll let you alone.
I'll turn you into a pincushion. I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Come on, don't drag this.
Come on, put up a fight. Seems you're run out. I get back here.
What's the hurry? Think you can run? What? Lost your nerve? Think you can run?
Oh! That was a sight to behold.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye? Seems we've stumbled into Saurian territory. French day.
That reminds me. I do believe our party would stand to benefit from the addition of a sorcerer.
Their destructive capabilities are a sight to behold. I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead. Focus your strength, Arisen! Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by... Tis a pleasure to meet you. Shall we discuss tactics now, or... Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? We have arrived. Very well. I shall return.
Tis always gratifying to uncover a shortcut.
A fine showing.
Discoveries such as these really are their own reward.
Ours is a party of women, by and large.
And I've no objections.
Well met, sir. How might
I'm
I be
going
of
to go
service?
Exploring. A mug of ale is just.
I'll sleep soundly tonight.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the inn. We've room to spare, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again. Work done gracelessly is work done poorly.
Not without its charm.
Well met, sir.
Ought you needing me?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Is there aught else you care to ask?
Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies.
Is there aught else you care to ask?
You're curious what I know of you? Naturally, I'm not the only. You're the second Arisen. In response, she's... Oops. Don't misunderstand. Those who deal in...
Is there aught else you care to ask?
Aye. Take care, then.
way! Slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
We shall await you here, Master.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
That all you wanted to ask? Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false Arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next Thief Maester, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial, so the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
Where did you go, Master? 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Living's hard. Dreams are free.
I dare. Say we'll not find this village as like anywhere else.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
You!
My. I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with then.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the ice.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. If aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
Ugh. It'll do you no good letting me rot in here, you know. Another agent will be on you afore long. It'll do you no good letting me rot in here, you know. Another... Ugh.
We shall see how bold you are in irons. Do not test me.
Ox carts don't travel at night anymore. Didn't you know that? Monsters are up.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I've things to do. So, we meet again.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his word, awoke one morning to in a panic he started. Out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept.
This worrying's giving me an aching back.
All the gold I can, however.
met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
What else needs time?
Little enough gold to spend as tis.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Why is everyone always in such a crowd?
What are you up to? Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all.
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
am I supposed to do about it?
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
Wouldn't say no to a Benedict.
Won't someone do aught about this?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it. See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn. Wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment.
Pray, follow me.
Nice place, this.
Quiet at last. If 'tis naught of import, pray hold your tongue.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
What I can do for you?
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Now here's a welcome sight.
A fine place to sit and gather one's thoughts.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Still waiting on that report.
There's ought to be said.
person I believe in is myself.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Our soldiers need better training.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
I pray my watch is without incident.
What to do about combat training?
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
Much is said of the Arisen, though I confess I little understand it.
Money can buy comfort, sure, but not happiness.
Too quiet here for my liking.
I'd sooner
thankless
stay
job,
out of
this.
battle, were it possible.
Clap this blackguard in irons. Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? that the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender. Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us when you leave your chambers, if aught were to happen to you.
Thomas, that dice.
Give me a moment to think.
Just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
When does my watch end?
One must this place.
Oh, I got to keep moving. Lest I
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
I quite agree.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive, and 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Batal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
What say we gather some information? Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life. Good day, sir.
I only pray my watch finishes without you.
Down by dusk. You'd best watch yourself. Do you know?
to strike. If I let down my guard.
What shall I
You're
do
fool
today?
enough to fall for it. Shame on you.
Could use a dash of salt.
Welcome.
Over here, if you please.
Wish I could go on an adventure. Got to try to enjoy life wearing the hat.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
I was nodding off for a moment there.
Suppose I'd best get to work.
Reckon I'd spend my life here if I could.
The monster's really scary.
We have reached our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for your Majesty's assistance.
So the agent was of Batal after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
How very peculiar.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a true, do not forget that we work to serve the...
Welcome.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Come rain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
What is life without a little spice?
Can't they see the old bloody place is
Well
watching?
met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Each new day is a chance to turn a profit.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Wonderful. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
You look like you've not a care in the world.
It gladdens the heart to see so many smiles.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Seems I've caught someone's eye.
Pawns aren't permitted entry to the palace, but I would see you to the entrance if I may.
Will someone do aught about this?
Quiet at last.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
you of worthy station to be present here?
I do not believe we are acquainted.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
All I need's my help, I suppose.
We shall wait here till your business is done.
Suppose I ought to learn my trade.
Not one noble heart.
After today's training.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Tis no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
You. I wonder how you must feel, having locked me away in this dismal place. Do you think yourself just? If so, you are sorely mistaken. There are many in this world who require salvation. I merely borrowed the aid of those who could offer it. Just as there are theories that may only be tested on living flesh, so are mortal bodies the sole source of certain materials. And, whatever you may think, all lives are not made equal. 'Tis the truth, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. The sickly folk of the slums are fated to die, to waste away till death grants them its mercy. I merely gave their deaths a greater purpose. If anything, I deserve your praise, not this awful cell. Is that you, Lord Phaesus? Oh, 'tis only you. The one who caught me in the midst of my little deal. I suppose you must be proud of yourself. Your meddling has seen me confined to this cell for the foreseeable future. How very absurd that 'tis I behind these bars and not you. I'd thought spying the greater crime. Is that you? Oh. I suppose you must be proud. How very absurd.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen as you... Ah, they say the arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Disa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit.
I have been waiting for...
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never...
We're better prepared than we might have hoped. What we need is already to hand.
Would that I now had horse to horse. So tight. I can kick just about anywhere.
The one we seek isn't here. Perchance we've come at the wrong time.
This is the wrong time of day for what we have in mind. Best we set out again later.
Look, as long as you think.
Our soldiers need better training.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught's noble about him, if you ask me. That tyrannical Sir Ludolf thinks he can do whatever he likes. And, well, mayhap he's right. He had the watchhead himself.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Are you of worthy station to be present here? What are you up to?
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Dare I say it? We travel well and true. Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Sword here! Fire will be defensive against this foe.
You looking to enlist? I'll give you my post.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
The hours seem to fly when
I don't like it here.
Tell me,
I
haven't
want
got
to go home.
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
An unsettled mind begets an unsettled world.
I must confess, I'm rather lost. Oh, heavens above! What are we to do? 'Twas you, wasn't it? You took the abyss from us. How could you do this? The acts she committed were unforgivable. This I cannot deny. But what do you expect will befall the rest of us in her absence? Without the abbess, we cannot possibly attend to all our patients. Without her guidance, I... Forgive me. 'Twas an improper thing to say in light of the lives taken so unjustly. I will do what I can. But I fear I cannot attend to everyone here.
I can make no sense of this. I can make no sense of this.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
This trial is too much for one such as me. I fear this trial is too much for one such as me.
I don't like it here. I want to go home.
What's this I smell?
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt.
How to spend the day?
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
I fear this trial is too much for one such as me. I must confess, I'm rather lost.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Only through prayer can I further my intention.
When does my watch end?
Hoi! How do you do? Got any good stories to share? What was it I had to do?
Coin's no good if you
Naught
put
but
yourself
fry
to death.
late.
What brings you here?
I fear I've not useful to... Quite the predicament.
Still look.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. I almost forgot. Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not... You think I ought to bring some meds... Let's see. I almost forgot.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. I almost forgot.
I hear the safest way to get to Melve is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you.
Good to see you, Master.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Always another errand to see to.
Seems my wettiness is always do anymore. Will someone do aught about this?
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot. Well then, I must confess, I only hope I... You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh? Did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
So what'll it be? Not to twist you. Well, you needn't decide this,
tidings to you. Are you... I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and I can't say when he... 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell Dullahan at the Ill-Doer's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just afore Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you, you must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be obeyed.
We forget the value of a man's contemplation.
Scratch on my arms and
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be... Glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Chance. Do come again.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, many thanks. I appreciate the bit. Welcome to Bjorn, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So I hope to see you again. Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
I'm in fine.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Ah, let's see. What can we do without?
There's no easy thing.